It's cheap, convenient, and an easy way to get your pizza fix. But is that frozen za just as good as delivery? It can be, so long as you don't make these mistakes. Frozen pizza does not ooze luxury or abundance. The dough is not usually the best, and even the top brands don't go wild with toppings. In most cases, the garnishes are scarcely distributed. However, this potential problem has a straightforward solution. Just tweak, adjust, and improve the toppings for a better frozen pizza experience. Play with textures and flavors, but don't go overboard or else the dough will not bake correctly. The easiest solution is to add more cheese and cured meat, but feel free to reach for leftovers that could work as well. Don't limit the additional toppings to the pre-baking stage. Some garnishes will work better if you add them after you've baked your frozen pizza to retain their texture and freshness. This includes leafy greens such as arugula or spinach, thin strips of salty prosciutto, and finely sliced mortadella. A swirl of olive oil is an easy way to make your frozen pizza taste better. It's sure to improve a dry texture while infusing extra flavor. However, to avoid ending up with a soggy pizza base, brush the bottom of the crust with olive oil before baking. As it bakes, it will turn the moist crust into a thin, crispy shell, sturdy enough to carry all those toppings without breaking. Another option is to simply drizzle olive oil on top of the pie. You can be more generous with the edges, but even a touch of olive oil will provide tons of flavor to the dough. Olive oil is also an excellent addition to pizza right out of the oven. This is a great method if you want the aroma and flavor of olive oil to be more prominent. In both cases, make sure to use good quality oil, and if you are adding it as a finishing touch, it's best to go with extra virgin due to its fresh profile and bright flavors. In addition to olive oil, you can brush your crust with melted butter for an improved taste. This will impart rich flavors and nuanced aromatics, but it will also turn a dry dough into a crispy crust that you will actually want to eat. But you don't have to limit yourself to butter and olive oil. You can also use flavored oil. For even tastier results, melt herb-packed compound butter and generously coat the crust. This will bring a medley of flavors to the dough, possibly making it the best part of your frozen pizza. A sprinkle of cheese is a good idea too, and it will easily adhere to the oil or butter-brushed crust and bake into a crispy, cheesy delight.
Cheese is good.
One of the most common mistakes people make with frozen pizza is ignoring the wonderfully diverse spice rack in their home kitchens. This is one of the easiest ways to amp up the flavor of frozen pizza. Salt is perhaps the most underestimated seasoning when it comes to frozen pizza. It contributes to the flavor, but also helps with overall balance, while enhancing all of the other toppings on your pie. Most types of salt can be used, but smoked or flavored salt will work exceptionally well when sprinkled on top of your pizza. Chili flakes are standard at pizza joints, but we forget they can add heat and flavor to frozen pizza too. For another easy upgrade, sprinkle hot or smoky paprika on top to infuse your pie with earthy aromas. Also, don't forget Indian or Middle Eastern spices if you have garnishes that complement them nicely. Before adding any spices, think of the pizza toppings you're working with and adjust the seasonings accordingly. The goal should be to create a harmonious and balanced pie with more flavor than you would find in a standard frozen pizza. Add as much or as little as you like, and decide whether you want to sprinkle the spices as a finishing touch or pre-bake.